gave up a lot of odd man rushes, a lot of chances. When you spot teams' goals in this league and you play from behind like we have the last few nights, it's tough to win. So I didn't think we spent enough time, through the first couple periods in the O-zone, and I thought they grinded us a bit. They moved the puck well. Obviously, Bishop plays the puck well, so it's tough, at times to get a forecheck. But we just got to do a better job of. I felt like we were chasing them a lot, and we didn't play enough in the O-zone.
You seemed as disappointed as anybody when the goal was called back. What were you told, and what were your thoughts?
Just that they said I didn't. After I got pushed in, I didn't get right out of the crease. I thought. After I was in, I made an effort to get out, but the way they call it, I thought the way they're calling it now, I thought it would have been a goal, but that's how it goes. So.
Was this maybe all the more disappointing? I mean, you guys did play well. Toronto played well in Pittsburgh. It just didn't seem like that same performance was there tonight.
Yeah, I felt like we were chasing it for a while there. Like I said, we didn't play much in the zone. We gave them rush opportunities and chances that way, and they when you're playing in your own zone a lot, you can't you're spending energy in your D zone and don't have much in the O zone. And, we just got to make sure we're doing a good job of playing fast in our zone and coming up together, and when we get in the O zone, we can be a good O zone team, but we got to make sure that we get speed in the forecheck and hang on the pucks.
Definitely not the effort we were looking for. I think we came out and we had okay first. I mean, a few chances in both ends, nothing great, and then they get one, and then something just happens after that.
It's been a kind of last couple games. It seems like when the other team does something positive, there's a flurry all of a sudden on their side.
Yeah. Well, tonight I think they got the first one. I think we had a couple of good right after that where we created some, and then they got another one, and then somehow it's snowballing on us right now. We gotta, being down by 1 or 2, we show before we can come back from that, but we just, it can't get away from us like that. Then you're not gonna come back.
How do you guys turn this around? I mean, it's 2 wins now the last 11 games.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta we had a good period where we just. We competed, but we found ways, and right now we got to get back to that. I think if you take tonight away, especially Toronto and Pitt, I think we played some good hockey. So we know we can do it right now. We just got to find ways. And then again, the PK makes it. Their power play goal makes it 3-0. That's a tough one. We got to be better there again.
Justin talked about playing from behind and how tough it is in this league. What is the toughest aspect of getting down and trying to fight back in?
Well, every team has such a good transition game. So as soon as you start taking, you got to take a few chances when you're bound, when you're chasing. But teams, teams take advantage of that. If you give up a 3-2 and 2-1. So we gotta be smart about that, even that we're chasing, because we can't get down by 3 and 4. Then it's we're not gonna come back.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you lose, it's disappointing. We're in a situation now. We've lost a few here, and we got to dig ourselves out of it. It's not good enough to just show up for games and then show up for a period or something like that. We got to find a way here to win some games.
How do you do that?
You work hard. That's how it starts.
So if it starts with that, why hasn't that kicked in yet?
I think we do it for bits and pieces, but for some reason we have a few good shifts, and then follow that up with maybe a couple bad ones, and we get a little tentative, or like what's it called? What's the name? Passive, maybe. Instead of just keeping going and getting on them and forechecking. Yeah, it's a good question, but that's what we got to do.
What did they do to separate themselves after the end of the first period?
I don't know. I mean, they're a good team. They thought their D is pretty hard to forecheck. They're good skaters back there. They move the puck well. a couple mistakes here and there, but that's going to happen. We got to find a way to battle through those. But you know, it's the last few games. I feel like we've been chasing a little bit. We're not getting those first goals and dig ourselves holes all the time. So I think we got to find a way to answer when they score first.
The Toronto game, you guys probably deserved to win that night. Fair to say you deserve to lose tonight?
Yeah, we deserve to lose 100%. They outplayed us without question. Lost too many. They were faster than us all over the ice. I don't think they are faster than us, so that's the way we played. So we got to be better than that.
How do you turn this around? I mean, 2 victories the last 11 games.
Yeah. Well, shift by shift is how you turn it around. There's no easy answer. It comes from work. It comes from playing your A game. It comes from playing your best hockey. So we got to find a way shift by shift to dig in. We got to score on our chances. We got to quit giving up so many goals. If you give up this many goals, you're constantly deflated, and you're constantly giving momentum to the other team. And I talked the other day about not letting it go bother you, but when you're giving up 5-6 goals, you're not going to win. So we got to find a way, both individually to be way better, systematically to be better, as a group to be better.
Is that what's concerning you the most right now? Just the fact that defense. It seems like when things happen, it's like almost a flurry right now. The other to get a couple of quick ones or whatnot.
Yeah, and that happens in momentum. That's what happens when you give up goals. You know, we gotta be better as individuals. I would say. I thought too many guys didn't play good enough tonight. They got to play better. That's just the reality of it. You know, we talked as a group after the game, the coaching staff, and said, okay, why are we giving up so many? And it's not necessarily one thing or another thing. It's a combination, and it's a lot of bad plays. We gotta get it corrected in a hurry.
On the flip side, you guys didn't make it nearly hard enough on Bishop until it was too late.
No, for sure, and I think that's part of it. You know, you can look at the mistakes you make on the backside, but you know, our forwards got to put more pressure on them. We didn't have enough pressure on their decor, so we were defending the whole night. Well, if you're defending the whole night, it's hard to win. We got to apply way more pressure, and that comes from work.